Good day, grade 5. Today, we will discover how to multiply decimals. So, the previous week, we already learned how to add and subtract decimals. Now, the question is, do we multiply decimals similar to whole numbers? Let's find out. Now, remember, multiply as if you would multiply whole numbers. In other words, you should follow the steps like you are multiplying whole numbers. So, start from the ones place to tens place and so on. Now, for decimals, you start from the digit at the rightmost place. Also remember to count the number of decimal places in all the factors. So when you're done multiplying, you should count the decimal places in both the multiplier and the multiplicand. So that means all the digits after the decimal point. You should count how many digits in all. And put the decimal point in the product starting from the right. For example, if there are 5 decimal places in all the factors, so you should count 5 digits from the right of your product. After the 5 places, put the decimal point. Now, so if you are confused with this, now let's proceed to our examples. So let's multiply 49 hundredths times 3 tenths. So how should we multiply this one? Notice that the arrangement of the digits are the same with whole numbers, or as if we are multiplying with whole numbers. The only difference is we put the decimal point and the 0 before the decimal point. Now let's multiply. We should start from the digit at the rightmost place. So that is 9 and 3. So 9 times 3 equals, correct, that's 27. So write 7, carry 2. Next, 4 times 3, that is 12, plus 2. Look at the number at the top, the one that we carried earlier. So 12 plus 2 equals 14. So write 4, carry 1. Next is 0 times 3. 0, any number multiplied to 0 is 0. So 0 times 3 is 0, plus 1, the one at the top, it's 1. And then, since we're done multiplying, there's no need to multiply all the numbers by 0 since it is understood that the product there is 0. So we will count the number of decimal places at both factors. So 49 hundredths has 2 decimal places. So 2 digits after the decimal point, that is for 9. So there are 2. And then 3 tenths has 1 decimal place. So all in all, there are 3 decimal places. That's 4, 9, and 3. So let us count 3 places from the right of the product. So that is 3 places is 7, 4, 1. That is the 3 decimal places. So we will put the decimal point after 1 since it is the 3rd decimal place. So it should look like this. The final answer should be 147 thousandths or 0.147. So the decimal place is put after the 3 digits since the products have 3 decimal places in all. No, so that's an easy example. Now, let's move on to a more challenging example. Let's have 6 and 342 thousandths times 39 hundredths. Notice that this is a two-step or a more complicated multiplication compared to the first example. So, let's start with the digits at the rightmost place. So, we have 2 and 9. So, 2 times 9 equals 18. So, write 8, carry 1. So, it's the same as we are multiplying whole numbers. Next is 4 times 9 equals 36 plus 1 equals 37. So, that is 7, carry 3. Next, 3 times 9 equals 27 plus 3 equals 30. So, that's 0, carry 3. 6 times 9, that is 54 plus 3 equals 57. So, put 57, both digits at the product, at the partial product. Since there is no more digit before 6. Next, let us proceed. 2 times 3 equals 6. Now, do not consider the carried numbers at the top, the 3, 3, and 1. Do not consider them anymore because we are done including them in the formula. So, 2 times 3 equals 6. 4 times 3 equals 12. So, that's 2, carry 1. Put 1 at the top. Next is 3 times 3 equals 9 plus 1 equals 10. That's 0, carry 1. And 6 times 3 equals 18 plus 1 equals 19. So write both the digits at the partial product. Now, there's no need to multiply the digits by 0 since it is considered, the product is already considered as 0. Now, let us add. Bring down 8 since there is no digit below it. 7 plus 6 equals 13. So 3 carry 1. Although it's not there, but remember there is a 1 at the top of 0. So 1 plus 0 equals 1 plus 2 equals 3. 7 plus 0 equals 7. 5 plus 9 equals 14. So 4 carry 1. And then 1 plus 1 equals 2. Now, let us count how many decimal places are there in the multiplier and multiplicand. So, we have 3, 4, 2, 3, 9. So, we have 5 decimal places or 5 places after the decimal points at both factors. So, 5. Now, let us count 5 places at the product starting from the right. That's 8, 3, 3, 7, 4. Now, those are 5 decimal places. So, let us put a decimal point after 4 since it is the 5th digit or after the or 5th, that's a digit on the 5th decimal place. So, put decimal before it. Therefore, the final answer should be 2 and 47,338 hundred thousandths. So that's the final answer. That is how you multiply decimals. Again, remember, multiply as if you would multiply whole numbers. So the arrangement is the same, the rules or the steps are the same. Count the number of decimal places in all the factors. After you're done multiplying, you count all the decimal places in both the multiplier and multiplicand or both factors. And put the decimal point in the product starting from the right. So you count the decimal place from the right of the product, not from the left, or else you will get the wrong answer. Okay, so this is how you multiply decimals.